Yo guys, Captain Bailey's Adventures and First Mate Hugo here, and we're brewing today my annual birthday beer for my mom, Blanca's Ale. So we got some Pilsner Light, DME going in at the finish, and all our grains. We're doing Halito at the start, finishing off a Mutaweka, Irish Moss tablet. And of course, always the Kavike because it is August. It's pretty cool today. We have already had one hiccup. I went to put my thermometer in, and it totally, here, cheers, broke. The tip bumped this and shattered, and all the little BBs went in there. So now I have a makeshift thermometer, one of those bubble ones. I can't even read it. We're approaching 130. I don't know how accurate this thing is now. Sorry guys for the shaky cam. Just got it in here hanging because I don't know if these bubble thermometers are really good to be submerged, you know. So I'm kind of just like hanging it here above the water line, as you can see, and just hoping that I don't overshoot. That's the only thing I got in the last minute pinch of an accident. So yeah, that's us today. That's the start of the brew day. So that's the first hiccup. So now I don't have a thermometer to gauge, the temperatures on my brew. Yeah, so even when I go to put the wort chiller in and chill down, I'm gonna have to do the whole string method here with this as well to see, if we're cool enough to pitch the yeast, right? So, other than that, still got a steak out of the freezer for dinner. Popping that on the grill later. Oh yeah. Sparge water, we'll turn that on in a few, get that ready. And that's it. I'm not going to shoot too much video today. I just, it's the same brew every year. You just go back to last year's brew and see the whole thing. I'm just, I guess, how much footage do you need of me brewing the same beers over and over again? Because that's pretty much what the captain and the first mate are now. We're just doing our beers that are on rotation every once in a while. Like last month's brew, the Bloody Warrior IPA, we got a little experimental. And that's a really good beer, so that's going to be on rotation too as well. I really liked it, so I will be brewing that one again. All right, we'll bring it back after we dough in, I guess, and I'll show you the color and things like that. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to show the hop schedules and all that stuff because it is what it is. But I will bring it back at the end when it's in the fermenter as well, and things like that. All right, guys, that's us all mashed out and all that. That's the color so far. Yeah. Temperature wise with this probe, obviously it's just sticking on the right side here, halfway in. So it says it was 140, so it did drop significantly, 10 degrees, but I'm hoping, because it wasn't moving, I don't know, I digress with that. But anyway, I'm sure everything will be fine. Is what it is either way. It's hard to try sometimes to maintain temperature. But then, like I said, this gauge wasn't really submerged all the way in. I do have a hydrometer with a temperature probe at the bottom, but it only goes up to 120 degrees. So I can't, for mashing in, it's not good. But it will be good for when I put it in for the chill time. So I'll use it for that. That'll help with that. And then I guess on my next order for ingredients, I'll have to get a new temperature gauge. All right, so we're just waiting for it to come up to the boil and the hot break if there is one, and then we'll do my the first hop edition of the Halito. All right, that's a brew day. That's a wrap. I'm about to open this up and get it in there. We're sitting about 75 degrees, 24 Celsius. Hey, open that up, William. Your sister's home. And yeah, I put the hydrometer in in this big boy and gave it a spin, and we're about 1050 inside there. In my flask, it was 1100. Go figure. Like I said, every time I put it in the flask, the numbers are like crazy. You see all these proteins and stuff going on in there, man. So I'm gonna pitch this yeast. It's a little high, but I can't get it any colder. I mean, I'm just sitting here waiting, and I just don't want anything to happen to this brew. So I want to get the yeast in and start my cleanup process. So until we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.